Elvis and Scotty, days when I ain't spotty, sitting on my coffee, curing smallpox, reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3.
This year it's been very, very easy. We've had more than we actually need. It's been more of a challenge to balance it up so that we can share the playing out and around, and by getting those 45 was one of the reasons, so we give as many people an opportunity to put it in to make sure that they actually play within the game. So we had 11 rabbits that have actually dropped out of the particular sort of side of it. So anyway, that was Reasons to be Cheerful Part 1.
Elvis and Scotty, days when I ain't spotty, sitting on my coffee, curing smallpox, reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3.
Reasons to be Cheerful Part 2 is a summary of what we've done this year in playing wise. Last year we got promoted to the Heavy Woolen League from coming second. This year we actually were leading the Heavy Woolen League right until the last game of the season at the Manor, and we've ended up second, which was an absolutely fantastic result. The Reynolds O'Donnell Trophy, which is played against 3 teams, ourselves, Pontefract and Darrington, and through all the 3 games we never lost a lead. And we ended up winning it, playing at Darrington on the last game of the season at there, and we actually came back and retained the trophy. So fantastic for everybody that played within that game. A special mention to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones played the first game and he struggled a bit on points. Didn't he?
And it's got any points.
He struggled a bit, but he came back in the final one at Darrington and he came in with 40 plus points within that day. So he was going to hang himself, give up playing golf, but then came back fantastically well.
Sue gave him a lesson.
Yeah, because Sue gave him a lesson. Yeah. What we've also done this year is retain the Rocks Decanter against Tadcaster, and that we beat them both home and away. We also won the Rocks Decanter back from Woodthorpe, but it was retained here. It tends to go from 1 year here, 1 year at Woodthorpe, but we did retain it back. So we've got 2 Rocks Decanters, and they're both sitting on the shelf across there with a lovely little silver page saying, "We are the winners." Next one we actually played in the Festival Trophy, which is a mixture of rabbits and tigers, and it's played against 4 different teams. It's ourselves, Low Lathes, City of Wakefield, or Lubset better known as, and Wickwood, and we actually won it this year, and it's the first time we've won it for about 6 years, the particular trophy. But what was very impressive is that we had 3 of the rabbits got the lowest net score, because it's played on a medal basis, and that was Martin England got 68. What we've got here today is Emlyn got 70, and Brian also shot a 70 as well. And we had 3 of the lowest net scores. Absolutely fantastic. There was this first year that Wakefield and District Rabbit Association created a pairs knockout, and the pairs knockout is based upon our pairs knockout that we have within rabbits. You would normally put those in to go into there, but unfortunately one of the guys that won the pairs knockout last year was no longer a rabbit, so we ended up getting to the semi-finals of the event, where we actually lost, and the 2 guys that played was Charlie Fowler and Barry Taylor, and we actually lost to the ongoing winners. So we lost against Woodthorpe over 2 legs. We halved the game here, and unfortunately Barry, as he mentioned often his text, when he gets beat a bit, he says it's been a bit of an off day, and we got beat 5-4 in the semi-final. But Woodthorpe is a hard place to go and win, isn't it, Barry?
Kids are getting 7-2.
But yeah, great for first time around. We actually got through and got into the semi-finals. Another one is we play a thing called the Ken Dodgson, which is open to all clubs in the Leeds District. And in this year there was over 115 people volunteer to play. It's an individual match play knockout. Ourselves, from our club, we had 10 people representative, and Mr. Les Benson was the furthest that anybody in our club got, and Les got through to the quarterfinals, and unfortunately just got pipped on the 18th hole with Max from the City of Wakefield, and he could have got into the semi-final. So big achievement to get that far. You can see why I'm so cheerful. So the guys are doing so well. What also happened, again part of the Leeds and District side, is a team championship, where basically Leeds and District, every club within the Leeds and District, and there's over 25, 26 clubs within the Leeds and District, and there's a team championship where you put 3 players and you get you take your best stable for squad all added together. We came second on count back. We got beat by Gotts Park. Our team that we had represented that day was Colin Driscoll, Andrew Wheel and Barry Taylor. You can see with Barry there's a bit of a message that he does get the semi-final. You just can't cross the line, can you, Barry?
When you're a miss man,
Yeah, exactly.
I was a brave bird.
But again, and again, if you look at our WhatsApp group, back from both Colin and also Andy, the 18th hole was the bugbear, wasn't it? Neither of you scored on that 18th hole. So next year, get it better for the rest of the team. Yeah. So again, brilliant results within that particular side, sort of coming second within there. That's a bit of a summary of what we've done overall. The next bit what I'd like to say is that as
Elvis and Scotty, days when I and Spotty, sitting on the potty, curing small pox, reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3.
I've always said, right away from the beginning, reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Part 3, as a club, we are affiliated to a number of different districts. So we are affiliated to the Wakefield and District Rabbit Association. We also, for the Leeds and District Rabbits Association, we're also in the Heavy Woolen League, and we're also members of the Yorkshire Roberts Golf Association. So effectively we have an association there. I just want to tell you a few stories about how successful we've been with one of our associations, being the Wakefield and District. In the Wakefield and District, that Yorkshire Regional Golf has 6 different districts. There's ourselves, there's the Leeds and District, there's Bradford District, there's Yorkshire District, so there's 6 different districts. And they play a competition called the Plough Route Trophy, where you play with 4 high handicap rabbits and 4 low handicaps, split over from the 15 up to the 54. 8-person team, and in this year we had 3 representatives in their Plough Route final. There was myself, there was Andrew and Richard Ponting, and Wakefield and District won the competition. So we won the Plough Route Trophy, which was a prestigious Yorkshire Rabbits competition. We had 3 of the members within that. In addition to that, there's an additional prize goes to the highest point scorer in the Slivingford Point, which went to Mr. Andrew Wheel. Absolute superb performance within that subside. What we also did is that for the first for Wakefield and District, we played a game at Wath. Did I get that right this time?
No.
What is it?
Even now it's a Wath.
It's alright, it's a Barnsley, Doncaster type of thing, isn't it? So, but me from the northeast, I'm not very good at pronunciations in there.
No, we all did.
And it was the first time that in a game against Scarborough region at Wakefield District, it's the first time a lady was ever invited, and Pauline took part in that particular game. Can you remember what it was like, Pauline, when we walked in? They thought you were going to just be one of the waiters to serve the bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, well, I got a mix. Some were fine and others were just looking at me weird.
But afterwards, everybody thanked you to come in. We did, me and Pauline played together, and we did actually beat the pairings, and we did actually win the event there on the particular day, which was very, very good.
Very good.
Yeah. Another interesting part is when you play within the districts, you can play with the same players from the Rabbit section, but they can play in other clubs. And we did have a game where Wakefield and District, myself was playing for, and Richard Pointing was playing for the Leeds and District side. We were playing against each other. I was pleased to say that I beat Richard's side.
Really?
We actually beat the Leeds and District at that particular time. So yeah, so it's good that we can sort of do these particular sort of sides. I'm now going to go on to the presentations today because I've done my Reasons to be Cheerful Part 3.
Why don't you get back into bed? 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 Why don't you get back into bed?
Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, 1, 2, 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful, part 3. Reasons to be cheerful.